Hey! Liz and Scotty in the morning.
Very about Albert-esque.
Hey.
The morning show's over, but they're still talking.
Which, by the way, that part's not going on the radio. That's just between you and me and Liz. So,
Okay, that works.
It's Liz and Scotty's Poddy.
you remember Fat Albert?
No, I just know that line. I've never
Oh.
seen it, but I know that's where it comes from.
I grew up on Fat Albert. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Nah, 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 gonna have a good time. Hey. What a way to start a podcast.
Yes.
By talking about Fat Albert. Liz, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Scotty?
Good. It's been a good week, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. Man, oh man, we wrapped up October this week. And that was something, because October is always one of those busy months. You used to say that at radio stations, December was always the busiest month because of Christmas, and you were always just doing stuff around that time. September is usually pretty busy because of back to school, but it feels like the last few years that October has been our busy month, but in a good way. But it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so the last few years we've been doing stuff associated with that. We have fun with the Missouri pork producers for National Pork Month. There's usually at least a couple of Clear 99 Tiger tailgate parties. Homecoming usually falls in October. Hartsburg Pumpkin Festival Parade. And
Yeah, and we partner with so many different organizations during the month of October. It's so much fun, but come November 1st, we're like, whew.
yeah, we just kind of had to take a big old deep breath about the end of it. And that was one of our discussions this week, was what does November 1st mean to you? And several people mentioned the holidays. I mentioned the holidays because it's mentioning the holidays and feeling a little guilty, like, no, don't rush it. But I've kind of come to the point where it doesn't matter. You can't rush it because it's here. And the analogy that I've given over and over again is something big at the top of a hill starts rolling down the hill, and before you know it, you're looking around going, what just happened?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Somebody texted us yesterday saying, I'm still confused as to where the year 2023 went. Like, I'm still trying to catch up with the fact that we're almost done with 2023 and 2024 is right around the corner. And I feel that.
I love to hear younger people say that, because it seems to me that's one of those things that I used to always hear my mom say. I mean, the first line in any phone call that we would have would be, can you believe it's November 1st, you know? And now the older I get, the more I say it.
Yeah.
And I hear Liz say it now too, which I think, okay, maybe it doesn't mean just that I'm getting old. One of the highlights of our week that we wanted to share with you, going back to the Breast Cancer Awareness Month and raising money for the American Cancer Society and the Men Wear Pink competition. Been doing that for several years, and it was interesting because last year my total really jumped. And we have some fun with trying to see where I am in the list against the other guys that are in the competition, which, by the way, our goal was $50,000 as a complete group. And last I checked upon this recording, we were a little over $40,000, and there's still some money to come in. So that's exciting. And, of course, that's all going to American Cancer Society and breast cancer research and supporting women with breast cancer. But the last couple of years, we've gotten a few more friends and clients involved. And so that number's really jumped the last couple of years. But along with that, the donations from listeners has picked up as well. When we first started it, we'd have the link online and say, hey, we'd love for you to go donate. And I don't know, probably got a few $100s, even a couple of $100s. I think part of it, this is part of what we talk about with advertising. You've got to be consistent. And the more you do something, the more people get used to it, the more they're used to hearing it. And so it's like, oh, yeah, Scotty, pink competition, I want to be involved with that. So that has picked up. But we got a letter the other day. Our nice lady from the front desk just came up and put an envelope in here, and some guy had just walked in, and he wrote a letter, and I want to share part of it. I'm not going to share all of it because I don't have permission to share all of it. But it starts with Scotty, hey, just wanted to thank you for all you guys do on the radio station for our community. It's very much appreciated. He says some really nice things about the morning show, too. But he also says, I want to especially thank you guys for raising money for the American Cancer Society. My wife is a retired teacher in a blank community and is currently fighting cancer for the second time in her life. Our community has been incredibly helpful and generous, and we cannot thank them enough. Please put this money to work, and hopefully we can help some others along the way. And inside it was a check for $1,000. And Liz and I looked at this and just got the chill bumps and looked at each other and were like, okay, that's the highlight of the week right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was crazy because when Scotty opened the letter first and foremost, he was reading it to himself, so I was just watching his facial reactions, and his jaw literally dropped to the floor when he was reading. I was like, what? What's going on? What's happening? And then I got to read the letter too, and what a powerful sentiment to so many different people who are fighting breast cancer right now.
Really is, and it made me think too that one of the things that's been great about being involved with the Men Wear Pink, so many women will come up to me now if we're at a concert or we're at a tailgate or something, and somebody will come up and they'll say, hey, just want to thank you for what you're doing with breast cancer. I'm 10 years cancer-free. Mm-hmm. I'm 7 years cancer-free. There was another lady, unfortunately, we had a conversation with on Facebook Messenger who lost her daughter to breast cancer. But she sent us a picture that her daughter had taken with Liz and I in front of Mizzou Arena at a Jason Aldean concert. And it's just hearing those stories and seeing those things, and it makes it extra worthwhile. And I don't delve into those things. I try to tell some of those stories throughout the month. Most of what we do is the silliness, the fun of, hey, you want a koozie with Scotty's face on it, or the dog bandanas and stuff like that. But hearing from you guys that take the time to either send a message or just say, hey, 12 years cancer-free, and again, time to time, I was cancer-free for 8 years. Now I'm, dealing with it again. I don't know. It just kind of brings it home a little bit. And that guy's letter talking about his community, too, reminds me of all of the different things that we get involved with, whether it's American Cancer Society or if it's the food bank or if it's the honor flight. We really have great seats for watching how good these communities are and how they react and how they respond. It's part of the fun part of our job is just getting to watch, because we spread the word. That's our jobs. We spread the word and then watch you guys do your thing. And it's just really fun to kind of sit back and watch that,
Well, we got front row seats with Josh Ryan and his family and just watching the Ashland community come together for him and, so many of the Clear crew and community, too, coming together for them. So it's just really powerful watching just Mid-Missouri in general because we watch after our own.
Wow. And it's different communities, too. Like with Josh, the softball community came together because Brooke's a softball player and all of that. And it's kind of funny, these communities that you didn't even know were there, but you kind of see them react in that way. So anyway, it was really, really nice. It's just a great excuse to say thank you for responding this month the way that you have. Another thing I noticed about this week, Liz, is I'm pretty sure that our TV commercial is playing heavily this week.
Yeah, I've had a couple people mention it to me.
It's funny. It's a TV commercial that we produced. Liz actually produced it, put it together, and it runs to help promote the $500 survey on some of the local TV stations. And we can always tell because it runs for a while and then it's off for a long while and then it'll run for a while again. And we can always tell when it's on because people will always say something, especially, and for those of you who have seen it, in fact, you know what? We're going to play the audio for you here just a minute. Listen to this. Hey, it's Liz and Scotty, and we're very excited about the return of the Clear 99 $500 survey.
You can play weekdays 7:20, 10:20, 1:20, and 4:20.
It really is one of our favorite games. It's got sound effects and everything. For example, things associated with the Clear 99 morning show.
Great music.
Ding.
Corgis.
Ding. Blonde hair. But what? It's a Clear 99 $500 survey. Get details at clear99.com. Okay, that place where Liz goes, blonde hair. But what? It is amazing to us how many people will come up to us in public if we're at a concert, at a broadcast or something, and people who don't listen to the radio station, don't know who we are, but they will see us and they're like, I've seen you guys on TV. And then it becomes clear to them where they've seen it, and they'll look at Liz and smile and go, And she's like, yeah, that's it.
Oh, God bless their hearts, too, because Scotty and I, we don't mind the commercial, but every single year we're like, hey, we should probably update this. And then people come up to us and go, we love your commercial. And then we're like, well, I guess we shouldn't change it if it's working.
Exactly. We think, let's do a new one where, I don't say we're tired of it, but the fact that so many, and people that we do not know, too. I mean, it's happened to me in Hy-Vee more than once where a lady will come up and look at me for a minute and she'll go, oh, and I'll be like, yep, I'm the guy.
I was standing in line at Target a couple of weeks ago, and an older woman came up to me and she's like, you're the girl. And I said, yes, ma'am, I am.
All right. Well, for that reason, if for no other reason, we probably won't update it again this year either. So we'll just have to wait and see. And the CMA Awards are coming up next week, and I think maybe early next week we're going to get the Clear Crew together in here and do some CMA picks. We used to do that, and we haven't done it in a while. Not all of them, but maybe the big categories, maybe like Entertainer and Male-Female Album of the Year, something like that. And that's always kind of fun. So we'll start focusing on that a little bit next week. Now, we were visiting with a guy that we work with who shared some insider information with us that we will share with you, and part of it we talked about on the air today. We're recording this on a Thursday. Kenny Chesney, he told us Kenny Chesney is about to announce his stadium tour. And we noticed today on Kenny's social media, he is going to make an announcement next Tuesday, so we're pretty sure that's what that's going to be. But something else we learned is that he is going to release a new song as well, and we learned a little bit about the song.
Yeah, it was written by Hardy, and then, of course, Kenny Chesney listened to it and loved it, and so he put his famous Kenny Chesney spin on it. Yeah. And according to our little Nashville insider, it's really good.
Yeah, he said it was one of those Circle of Life type Kenny Chesney songs that are usually pretty popular, so we'll look forward to that. And I don't know, is that something they debut at the CMA Awards maybe? I don't know. But apparently that is coming along with that announcement for the stadium tour. And the assumption is that there will be tickets for an Arrowhead show. We can't imagine Kenny doing a stadium tour and not coming to Arrowhead Stadium. It's kind of like he kind of has the same relationship in Foxborough with the stadium where the Patriots play. He's not going to do one and not play there. And I think he's kind of got that same thing with Arrowhead Stadium too. But obviously we will share that with you. And then something else that he told us about that apparently is going to come out is a new song, a duet, Garth Brooks and Ronnie Dunn. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a Brooks and Dunn, but not really Brooks and Dunn. And I know that Garth has got a new box set coming out because Garth doesn't sell an album at a time. In fact, some people don't like the way that Garth does it because when Garth puts out a new album, recently anyway, in the last 10, 15 years, something like that, it's always part of a box set. And you can't buy just the new album. You have to buy this box set. And people go, well, all he's doing is padding his numbers for album sales. You can't buy them one at a time. If you buy one, you got to buy the whole box set that's got the other ones in there, and that counts in his numbers as far as albums sold. Now, all that being said, the thing about it is Garth always puts a lot of really cool stuff in these boxes, and it's stuff that you've never seen before. Like one year there was like a book of photographs, and it was photographs that have never been seen of him through the years and like on tour and that sort of thing. But anyway, he's got some new music coming out. You're only going to be able to buy it through Bass Pro Shops too. So I'm assuming that maybe this song will be on in that collection. Mm-hmm. So, and this guy thought maybe they might again be one of those things they debut on the CMA Awards. So I haven't seen anything. We're just taking this guy's word for that. This is not something where we've seen a tease like we did with the Chesney information. Yeah. So I don't know, but we'll see.
Did you wonder what Kix Brooks was thinking about this?
I did.
Because I don't know. I would feel a little salty.
I think if they promote it as Brooks and Dunn, I could see him being salty. But I can't imagine they would promote it that way. Or if they did, it would be tongue-in-cheek, and Kix might even be in on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yes, I'm with you 100%. I thought the same thing.
Easy now.
Yeah. Especially because Kix and Ronnie have had an off and on again relationship anyway over the years. So, but I just can't imagine that they would promote. I can see whoever introduces them at the CMAs kind of do it. In fact, I can even see them having Kix Brooks do it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. As Brooks and Dunn, but Anyway, we'll see about that. Don't know anything about it. An interesting pairing, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the giants from the 90s together. So we'll look for that and let you know if we hear anything else about it. Anything else you can think of, Elizabeth?
Well, we got a really nice text message this morning.
Oh, yeah. Sure. That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's from Paige, and I feel weird reading something that's like so nicely written about us. But we just wanted to show you that, like, we're really appreciative when these text messages come in and we don't take them lightly. But Paige says, Liz, Scotty, I just won those Chris Stapleton tickets earlier this morning. You guys are awesome. First time I've ever gotten through. I've been a listener since I was a baby, so you guys are super special in my life. And I just want to say thank you for everything you guys do in the community and giving joy to all of those who listen.
How nice is that?
That's so sweet.
Paige, thank you very much. And guys, we would love to hear from you, and we can share letters here on the podcast. And it doesn't always have to be beautiful, praisey letters like that. If you got something to complain about, you can do that. Or if it's just questions about, why do you do this? Why do you play that song? We'd be more than happy. This is a great opportunity and place for us to kind of answer those questions if you have them. So by all means, reach out. If you want to shoot us an email, you can shoot it to scottyc@mailzimmer.com, or just, reach out, text us, 800-455-5257. The Facebook pages have all got messengers, and you can slide into our DMs if you want to on Instagram, whatever. Just however you want to reach out. Anytime you've got a question, we would love to hear from you and answer that. And we just appreciate you, as always, taking the extra steps necessary to find Liz and Scotty's Poddy and give it a listen.
So if you just stumbled on this, it's really simple to find us. Just head to Clear 99 On Demand wherever you get your podcasts. We're also located on the Clear 99 app. Just click the podcast button. Or you can just head to clear99.com. There's a little podcast section, and you'll find us there.
And, of course, on the radio each and every morning from 5:30 until 10, it's Liz and Scotty and today's best country, Clear 99.
Liz and Scotty in the morning.
All right, your choice is a restaurant which you've heard about and think you might like, or the restaurant that you know you're going to love.
Something new 100% of the time.
100%?
Yeah, even if it's a restaurant you've been to, I always order something that I haven't had yet.
I wish I could be more like you.
I'm not a picky person, and so I like a lot of different things, and I like to try a lot of different things. I'm a big foodie, too.
Do you live here in Columbia?
Ashland. I travel to St. Louis a lot, though.
What's the best new restaurant that you've tried recently?
The best restaurant that I've tried, Annie Gunn's, Chesterfield. Annie Gunn's Smokehouse.
I know that well. That's in my neck of the woods.
I wish you could have seen the grin that just came on Liz's face, and she started nodding her head.
I like the Wow board. It's the chef's choice. He just throws a bunch of different stuff on there.
Very cool.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you calling to share with us, okay?
Absolutely. Have a great day, guys.